Excitement is reaching fewer pitch in the cryptocurrency world as Bitcoin's price teeters on the edge of the monumental milestone. Analysts are buzzing with anticipation, predicting a jaw-dropping 100,000% pump happening tonight. Popular traders Q emphasizes the need for Bitcoin to close above the $69,000 with a bullish momentum, with significant buy liquidity at $60,000 and major resistance near $74,000. Stay tuned as we witness history in the making. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and let's start. So, starting off with, a new President Biden on Saturday signed a $1.2 trillion spending package. Maybe you should get some Bitcoin just in case. And on this video, you could basically see this is what $1 trillion actually looks like. So looking as we start from a million, we go to 10 million, 100 million, a billion, a 10 billion, 100 billion, and at the end it's 1 trillion. Looking at all those like big amount of money, big chunks of money, we can understand how the rich people are rich, comparing it to the like a person to a human and to some others, and how the big 1 trillion of spending package for the US is. This is a huge amount of money, and we can basically even see a person around it. The next one we are going for. The US conjured the 2 trillion of digital ledger entries to fund the war in Iraq. The US holds 500 billion in gold. Gold is the light to create a fight. Fight is the light to create a war. Choose peace, choose Bitcoin, and that's the reality and that's the truth. So will Bitcoin hit the 70,000 today? It almost did just like a minute ago. I was starting to record, and maybe it did on some exchanges, but basically it is around this position and we're still trying to get there. Justin, BlackRock, and Fidelity now own a combined 379,000 Bitcoins worth $26 billion for their spot Bitcoin ETFs, and that's huge. Just take it in, also Bitcoin mining unlocks Iceland's $9.2 million food import gap, says Forbes. By utilizing the excess heat generated from Bitcoin mining and optimize the use of renewable energy and provide a cost-effective heating solution for businesses and greenhouses. The next one, 25 days until the Bitcoin emissions are cut in half. This halving events triggered new bull market rallies in the past. Combine that with an ETF demand, and I think we are in for a massive year. Send everything higher. Less than 1 month until the Bitcoin halving. This is the moment you've been waiting for years for. Statistically, the most exciting wealth-generating part of the cycle is beginning, and if you have Bitcoin, you don't have to do anything else to this point. Just sit and wait. Big things are coming. I too support having Bitcoin, and also I have no idea what he's talking about. I'm buying 10 more Bitcoin before April. Why the halving? As if you can't afford to hold Bitcoin, you may want to consider buying 1/10 of a coin. We have the new ETFs or Satoshis. If the Bitcoin process works as it designed, you may own a whole Bitcoin by the end of this year if you continue on purchasing. Bitcoin price back above the 69,000. You have to ask yourself if you believe this is breakout or fake out. Remember, price can move through the dark zones of thin liquidity very easily, and that means if price breaks 70k, then 72k can come very quickly, and it also means that if we see a rejection, it won't take much to dump it back to $65,000 right there, so you just gotta watch. Every Bitcoin cohort is accumulating Bitcoin. At this pace, we will likely see 7k plus soon, but we are still watching as we were really close, but it actually didn't close at 70,000 and retraced back. Just in $6.6 billion of Bitcoin shorts waiting to get liquidated if Bitcoin hits $75,000. And to the main topic of today's video, Bitcoin price battles for key 69,000 as Bitcoin nears a short liquidation zone. Bitcoin broke above the key 69,000 in the March 25th Wall Street Open as a Bitcoin rebound gathered steam. Bitcoin starts the TradFi week with a resistance rematch. So data from Cointelegraph Markets Pro and TradingView tracked swift gains with Bitcoin USD, which reached 69,950 right now. As of writing, it was 69,460. So at the top of the previous cycle bull market, 69,000 nonetheless continued to act as a psychologically important line in ascent, as structurally price needs to close a HH above the 69,000 with bullish momentum. Popular trader Skew wrote in a part of his latest market update on X, formerly Twitter. Skew noted that a significant buy liquidity was situated only at 60k, while the major resistance was in place above current all-time high near 74,000. 74,000 will be a significant price area in my own opinion, both in terms of supply and psychological, adding that smaller spot beats. We're now moving closer towards spot price. Adopting a conservative perspective, meanwhile, Keith Allen, co-founder of Trading Resource Material Indicators, warned that a lack of nearby bid liquidity could easily soar the current Bitcoin price recovery. Last month, Bitcoin closed 61k, and if bulls can close above that level this month, it would be an unprecedented 7th consecutive green M close for BTC USDT, as he told to his X subscribers. Bitcoin Diamond hands weaken as hodlers sell 669,000 Bitcoins. So Bitcoin long-term holders have sold big in the past 30 days. As explained by CryptoQuant Netherlands community manager Martin in the post on X, the Bitcoin network has observed multiple transactions involving a large amount of dormant coins. Transfers involving old coins are attributed to the long-term holders cohort. The LTHs refer to the Bitcoin investors who have been holding onto their coins since more than 155 days. So statistically, the longer an investor holds onto their coins, the less likely they become to sell or transfer the tokens at any point. As such, the long-term holders are considered the more resolute part of the market, so these hodlers don't easily sell due to this strong conviction and swiftly ride past both periods of downtrends and uptrends, as these short-term holders who make up for the rest of the sector are the ones who make panic moves during such a period. So as the long-term holders don't often sell, the times that they do participate in distribution can be all more noteworthy, and one way to track whether these holders are selling or not is through their 30-day net position change, which is a metric that keeps track of the net amount exiting or entering the cohort. Below is the chart shared by Martin that reveals the trend in this Bitcoin indicator over the history of the cryptocurrency, and as displayed in the above graph, the 30-day net position change of the Bitcoin LTHs has assumed a deep red value recently, and in the past months, these hodlers have removed 669,000 Bitcoins from their wallets. Something to keep in mind is when that happens, it comes to accumulation, and the net position change has a delay attached to it. So this is because the long-term holder supply only increased 155 days after the purchase has been made, and since the newly bought coins have to first mature enough to be a part of this age group. In this case of distribution though, the same is obviously not true, since any coins that get transferred on the blockchain have their age reset back to zero instantly, and the recent negative net position spike for the long-term holders is quite big. To put things into perspective, the Bitcoin amount that these diamond hands have transacted with the spike is equal to around $44.7 billion in the US dollar as staging value. That's all the information we got for today's video, and if you're interested in more, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. See you in the next one, and peace.